Hello everyone, welcome to another Autogefühl episode. Today we're going to have a closer look at the new Polo and I'm going to show you what is actually new and what's in it for you. The new Polo is not completely new. It is still in its 5th generation, but it's got a facelift. You can see that with the new headlights and the new dynamic design in the front. There are also some changes in the interior. Most of them are optional, but there are also improved features in the standard version where you get some additional features for the same price. Important changes have also happened under the hood. There's a variety of 1 and 1.2 liter petrol engines as well as 1.4 liter diesel engines. They are now more efficient, Volkswagen claims. What you notice immediately when driving the new Polo, that it is a very calm driving. Even when you give the petrol engine a little bit of torque, it is very calm. Also, when you're standing still, when you have it in neutral, you almost don't hear it. That's what I like very much. What I also like is that you don't get to hear lots of noises from the outside. So all in all, you have a very relaxing drive. This also brings us now to the interior. We'll have a closer look at that now. The steering wheel conveys a very high quality feeling with the leather surface and those shiny elements, also with those little chrome accessories over here. And as the steering wheel is the first thing that connects the driver with the car, I find this a very nice entry into the car. For the first time in this segment, you get a car with the automatic cruise control. And also you have lots of media features. For example, this display with proximity sensor. Did you see? I just came closer with my hand and all the buttons popped up automatically. The 1 liter petrol engine in this car delivers 75 horsepower. With that you can't expect much of acceleration, but I think it's enough for city driving. I mean, that's the main purpose of this car, to go on short rides in your city. And for that you might actually need to shift a lot. And that's what I like about this car. You have a very smooth shifting and you don't feel much resistance while doing that. That's especially important for women driving this car, and that's why I feel quite comfortable with it. In our test here, we had a consumption of 5.4 liter with some autobahn driving and a lot of overland driving, but also some city streets. I think that's quite a good figure. It's only half a liter above the stated figure by Volkswagen, which is 4.8 liters. I think you can expect a little bit more of consumption when you go only in the city, but I think that's still okay. Of course, what is always important in a car, especially in a small car for the city, that there's enough space for your shopping bags. Now we're gonna have a look inside the trunk, if it's suitable for everything we want to shop. And I think for a small car there is quite a lot of space here. Also, if you want to put higher things in here, you can remove the lid and you have a little bit more of space and also some hidden space for the things you don't want to show everyone. And you can even pull it out completely. Of course, what is important when you travel with more than 2 people, how the comfort is in the back seats. And I'm going to try it out now. Start with lifting the front seat here. And what I notice immediately that this lift here doesn't look very durable. I know what I'm talking about because I used to own a Volkswagen Polo once, and after quite a few years this was not very hardly attached to the other thing anymore. I rather had it in my hand. The seat slides a little bit to the front to give you more comfort when getting in, but it's very hard to move. And now I'm gonna try what it's like to sit in the back. I have rather long legs, so I'm gonna try to pull it back. There is not much space that remains. Actually, there's no space that remains between my knees and the front seat. So this is the back seat is rather for very small people or for children, I would say. So if you are regularly traveling with more than 2 people, I'd recommend to get a 5-door version, so it's at least easier to get in here. Opposed to the back seat area, as a tall person, here in the front seat you enjoy a rather comfortable seating position for a small car. You have this armrest right here, which is very good, and also here you have an armrest, and most importantly I have enough space for my very long legs here. The only thing that I don't like so much is that the seat here is not very long. Sometimes I love when you can extend the seat, but that is something you can't expect in a car of this class. So all in all, also for tall people, this car is okay. What began 1975 as a rather cost-efficient option in the small car segment is now rather a comfortable car for people who like to go on short city rides but don't want to lack a comprehensive feeling while driving. So I would say it's especially suitable for people who live in the city but also enjoy a certain seating comfort, driving comfort, and who also value the kind of perfectness of a Volkswagen interior. So this was my review for Autogefühl. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you haven't done so, subscribe Autogefühl and give us a thumbs up.